Where are you? Melina. Oh, you're just a person. Why do I? Okay. You're just another player. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, Hannock, it's awful. Hylas was so enraged by all the mockery of being hugged by Ascended. He has placed a curse upon his spirit guide. Oh, no. In her confusion, the poor thing is roaming the countryside around the wayward thicket in Silverwood. The spirit guide is fond of the deer shape.
Spirit doesn't fall and break its leg.
Oh, me too. So it's a spirit. How can it break its leg exactly? So I would expect to see her in that guise. I care nothing for politics, and Hylas can hang himself from Congegan. But please, Ascended, help her so she can continue to help you. Okay, seek and locate confused spirit guide in Silverwood. Capture her for her own safety. I shall accept that. I don't suppose you're going to tell me where I need to go. I'm just going to have to... Oh, I hate that. All right. Wander around Silverwood here a bit, I would imagine. Another artifact pinata. Still that one there. Still the fish out there. Alright, so we're going to have to wander around our Argent Glade here till I can figure out where the pony show is at. Do 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 do. So as I was telling Prebes earlier, it's like for my marathons, I've done a couple of different things. I've actually done a couple of mini marathons. I did one in December of 2016 and then one in March of 2017, where I actually featured some indie games that I enjoyed playing. So that was fun to do. You know, an 8 to 10 hour stream, doing a handful of different indie games. You would think they'd make this thing easier to find. God, there's a lot of quests in this game. Maybe the pony show isn't active yet? It's the only thing I can think of. It's a laboratory, really? What's this lab do? Novice, oh, apothecary, armor smith, general goods. Do I have mail? I don't think I have mail, right? No. Alright, just that one. Alright, let's head out this way. I might end up having to look up where this pony show is at. We're on the outskirts here. It would, I can't imagine it would be here. It's an unusual deer, but not a spirit guide. Okay. That was for another quest. Alright, let's head over here. Oh, you know why she's there? Because we're in the public group together. Oh, I'm at 80%. Let me, leave party. Here we go. Thank you. I don't think I would need a port. It said in Arden Glade. I don't know why you tell me to go to Arden Glade and have to take a portal somewhere else. Ugh. Yes, well, I don't think it's going to be there now, is it? Now, I would imagine it would have to be a quest somewhere, because the dog show was a quest. All right, well. That's pretty much it. I don't see no pony show. No pony show. All right, so let's head on. Go find some pinatas and fish here. Urgent Glade. I just wonder if it's not active yet. Because I should be able to see a quest marker for it somewhere. Alright, so yeah, let's head up that way. Oh my god. The aggro will be real. Yes, let's go do this thing first. Oh. Here we go. That's interesting. So let's, all right. Do I need to dismount first? Normally I would just dismount automatically. Okay, I am damaging it. I was about to say, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm doing much of anything right now with it. Oh wow, this is a heck of a pinata here. That's 192. Which one is doing the most damage? Well, this one I can spam quicker, so this is going to be. It dodged and resisted, huh? It's resisted. Yeah, because I can do over. I can do about 240 damage in the time it takes to do 190 with one of these. Oh, and it resisted anyway. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep doing this. I guess I'm gonna have to level up here at some point. Some more, play some more. Maybe gain 10 or 20 levels at some point, so I can become a little more effective at these festival quests. Although I really don't have any problems with the Fayul. Fayul, I can knock out a lot of stuff pretty quickly. We'll switch it up for a little bit here. Nice. Resisted, of course. That was a nice hit. All right, we're halfway there. Of course, this thing will probably disappear right before I kill it. Knowing my luck. Attack target planar or idle. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I got Colossi. Got anything that gives me some special extra attacks here, but I don't see anything. Although dancing around the Fey Yule tree picking up gifts, sort of, I guess it's sort of the same time consumption type of deal here. But anyway, this gives me the opportunity to talk more about Extra Life. So, yeah, you can sign up at any time during the year as a classic level participant, and of course upgrade yourself anytime during the same year to platinum level. Play any game you want. You don't have to, I mentioned before, but you don't really have to be a streamer to be successful. I mean, and successful is a relative term. Because really, at the end of the day, every single dollar will help the kids of whatever hospital you chose to represent. Again, over 5,000 gamers participated last year in Extra Life. I think the average amount raised by gamers was about 250, I want to say, if I remember that number correctly. So not too shabby. Again, over $11 million raised last year. And those 50,000 gamers represented 97 different countries. So even though the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals is sort of a North American-centric network, doesn't mean that you can't be out there anywhere in the world and help. You can help from wherever you are in the world. You know, you're just helping a child in America or Canada or Puerto Rico, wherever the hospital is that you have chosen to support. I mean, at the end of the day, I always look at it. It doesn't matter where the kids are, because I'll go and help, you know, or donate to other participants as well. Not just you know, my Extra Life Guild, but you know, I'm part of Judgment Gaming. I'm on the team called Judgment Gaming. And our team captain is Battery H. It's just me and him, essentially. And we donate to each other. He fundraises for a hospital in New Orleans. I fundraise for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So we'll donate to each other. So at the end of the day, you know, we're helping. It's about helping others, really, is what it comes down to with Extra Life. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You know, you can take joy and pleasure and knowledge in the fact that, you know, you may be in England, you may not have a hospital near you that you can represent, but you can choose to represent any hospital in the network when you sign up. I mean, I'm not restricted just to supporting the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. I can actually pick any hospital in the network that I want, you know, my fundraising efforts to go towards. Obviously, I just happen to pick my local hospital, which, you know, Just happens to be one of the premier hospitals in the country. Okay. So, well, what did I get? I got the pinata, but what did I get? Nothing. All that work for nothing. I have slain an artifact pinata. Seven overkill. Okay, well. Interesting. Maybe that just automatically adds artifacts to my artifact collection. All right, in the meantime, let's see if this fish, the fish are still here. Yep, they're still here. Another pinata. I don't know. Well, we can say we killed an artifact pinata during Summerfest. Oh, what's this? Arcane net. Useful in capturing some types of spirit. Oh, okay, that's for... Alright, I need to use that to capture the wayward spirit guide. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the rift in the invasion. Okay. We'll hold off on that till later. I need to go fishing. Oh, of course I'm going to aggro you, aren't I? Did I just cast that on you? Seriously? Oh no, okay, so that was your own cast, alright. Let's see, I best not have casted that on an enemy. I would definitely record that as a bug. Gotcha. Collection, please. An extra bowstring. Nice. I don't use a bow. Oh, what's this? Oh, I need them for a quest, do I? Where is this? Oh, here it is, right here. Alright, if I can tuck myself... I think I aggroed that. Oh, I did aggro her. Alright, where is it? Right there. Alright. I think I can do it right from here. I think I'm safe enough here. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. All for the night? The Pennsylvania Gamers. Oh, Pittsburgh. Nice. Yeah, I know there's... obviously, we have the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia here on the east of PA here. There is the Children's Hospital in Hershey, PA, is a member of the network. I'm not sure if there's one. I think there's one in Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. So nice. Yes, Pennsylvania Gamers rule. Was that it? Did I get it? I think I got it. I think I got everything I needed. Let's keep fishing though. Yes, the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought so. Yeah, so we've got at least 3 that us Pennsylvanians can represent. And again, you know, it's entirely up to you which hospital you want to represent. You're not restricted to just your geographical location, obviously, since we've had gamers from 97 different countries participate in Extra Life last year. I know, I will give a couple of shout outs to, I guess one shout out because I can't remember the other guy's name. For the life of me, every time I say it, I keep meaning to look up who who he is, and I keep forgetting to check. But there's a guy from Germany who streams Rift. Rift is his primary game that he streams, and he participates in Extra Life. But I know just more recently, there's a streamer in Great Britain named Honey Beaver, who also happens to stream Rift as well as one of her primary games. Who participates in Extra Life as well. So, again, you're not restricted to geographical location, because at the end of the day, we're using our passion to help sick kids get better. Boom. So actually, yeah, if I keep this up, I'll actually have some extra summer fish for tomorrow's, for the daily tomorrow. All right, thanks, Taz. Yeah, I don't know if I said goodnight to you yet, Taz, but hey, good night. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Taz. It is much appreciated. All right, one more here, then we'll go. Come on. Oh, look out, I'm catching summer fish like a madman now. 13, right? I got 13. Bowstring, that's... entire supply bag, all right. 13, all right, let's go for a nice even 15 here. Then maybe we'll knock out 7 more of these mirror defilers while we're here. Yeah, see, now that I've got enough for today's quest, I'm catching them like wildfire. Sunfish po' boy. So I assume I need sunfish to make this po' boy sandwich, or whatever it is. I assume I need those leaves to make the lure somehow. So that's something I'm going to have to look up here, how to exactly craft. I need to do the craft this stuff. So Summerfest is going on next week. I think we'll return to Riften next week to continue some of the festivities here. Come on, I think I just need one more, if I'm not mistaken. 14, yeah, just one more fishy here, and we'll call it here. Yeah, I'm sort of trying to decide what I'm going to do this year for my marathon. Oh, come on. Now, so no, I want one more. I can't get one. Again, like I said, I'm going to, like I did the last couple of years, come up with a schedule of games. Try to do about 10 to 12 games. As I do take short breaks in between. I play some videos from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia during my marathon, just to sort of highlight what the hospital does, how it helps the kids. Some of the groundbreaking stuff the hospital has done over the years. In fact, just this past year, I'll instead of doing an Extra Life video, I'll tell the tale of a son of a gun. Oh, it's there's another one right. Ooh, it's right here. Okay, hold on. Tell the tale of of Aaron and Abby and the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Now, the interesting thing that caught my attention when I read this story last year is that Aaron and Abby are two girls who actually live in Virginia with a family. Of course, mom and pop and the two girls. Their story is interesting in that when they were born, there we go, perfect. They were born as conjoined twins, and they were conjoined at the head. So of course, that presents some problems and some difficulties in terms of being able to live a normal, healthy life. They're otherwise pretty healthy kids, from my understanding. But of course, obviously, if there's the possibility of, oh, what's this? Oh, that's just the plant that's highlighting? I'm trying to see what this is here right in front of the rock. Oh, that's a copper vein. Okay. But of course, if there's an opportunity to, to live normal lives as separate twins, well, then their parents wanted to afford them that opportunity. And as it so happens, is that the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, the hospital that I support with my extra life efforts, has done several separation surgeries in their history. As a matter of fact, up to that point, they performed 53 separation surgeries at the hospital for kids. What do I want to do here? I just want to target you is actually what I want to do. And so the family came up here from Virginia just before the girl's first birthday. So they weren't even quite a year yet. I think they were only about 11 months when they actually underwent the surgery last June. So that was 13 months ago. But yeah, the family came up here specifically because of the reputation that the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia has. And we got an update, I think, over the fall. I think, yeah, it was fall, early winter. Oh, is those dinosaurs? Oh, that's from the fire rift, isn't it? Or the invasion. I got an update that the girls are, the surgery was a success. And the girls are now, or at least at the time, and I assume still now, doing quite well. Living normal, happy lives as separated sisters there. But like I said, it was a story that sort of piqued my interest because that's the name of my two children, Aaron and Abby. So I was like, oh, there we go. A good way to sort of use that story in my fundraising efforts for the friends and family. Hey, I got a story about Aaron and Abby. Read this, and hook people into reading the story of these conjoined twins and how Chop helped them with their separation surgery and to become normal kids again. And give them, what we would hope would be a much better life as separate sisters than conjoined sisters. But, yeah, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, several years ago, was the first hospital also to perform the world's first ever pediatric double hand transplant. For a young boy named Zion, who I think was about 5 or 6 at the time. He needed the surgery. Apparently, when he was 3 or 4, he contracted some sort of infection that necessitated the amputation of his both hands and both feet, actually. And so, of course, he was going to Chop for treatment and all sorts of that kind of stuff. And I'm not exactly sure how it came about that the hospital decided to perform this hand transplant for Zion, but apparently it was the world's first ever double hand transplant for a child, someone of Zion's age. And again, we ended up a year later getting an update on Zion's condition. And again, surgery a success, and he is living a more normal, more healthy life with his 2 new hands. And again, stuff like this would not be possible. And there's, in fact, like I said, my friend Battery H, who supports the Children's Hospital in New Orleans, they do a lot of groundbreaking and different unique stuff to help families and kids down in their area as well. I think he had mentioned that they actually have like a mobile trauma unit that will go out and perform different services for kids who may not be able to get to the hospital. they'll actually send a unit out to do whatever they need to have done right in their own home. So all sorts of neat, interesting things that these hospitals across North America do to help kids that wouldn't be possible without the money that we raise for them. Oh, I need one more. Through our efforts at Extra Life. So those are the reasons. Those are the things that really get me excited about being able to do Extra Life, not just on National Game Day, which is November 3rd and November 4th this year. I actually start my marathon earlier. I start my marathon Friday evening, just because for me, doing this over the last five, this being again my sixth year doing it, I just found it was a lot easier on my mental well-being and my body to actually get the overnight hours done first, and then and get them sort of out of the way. So I've done that in 2016 and 2017 actually. The first 3 years I did the marathon, 2013, 14, and 15 I did right on National Game Day, starting right around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, my local time. And but yeah, then for 2016 I said, well, let me start a little bit earlier. Let me start Friday evening, get the overnight hours out of the way. And I found that worked a lot better for me. I got a cool idea. I got to look for some Children's Hospital Pittsburgh videos. Yeah, because my Children's Hospital Philadelphia has a YouTube account page. Has a YouTube page up on YouTube where they upload a lot of their different videos and stuff like that. So I can just download them through there's a YouTube downloader you can download YouTube videos with, just to make it easier in the midst of streams, just to have that play from my hard drive instead of trying to do it through the browser. But I've downloaded quite a few of those, which are pretty good. So I actually stream once a week for Extra Life on my channel. I stream every Friday from like about 3:30 to 4. Around 3:30 or 4, I usually start till about 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And so I'll stream for Extra Life, and I'll stream a game called Stronghold Kingdoms. It's sort of like a weekly stream. As a matter of fact, that's how I know Tasmanian Devil's bro, because we play that Stronghold Kingdoms together. So he's always in chat with a couple other of the people I play with every Friday. And, they help me out and, get some Extra Life and going there. Talking about Extra Life and just having fun in general, which is really what streaming and gaming is all about. But if we can do it for a cause and help others out while we're doing it, then that's even better. But yeah, I do that every Friday. So it's not just about National Game Day, although that is the big event for us Extra Lifers. But you can actually fundraise 365 days a year if that's what you are able to do, and that's great. Currently right now we are in what we call we are in a special event called 100 Days of Gaming, which was a concept that was started by a member of our very own stream team here, a former member now. He's gone on to bigger and better things in the Extra Life organization. His handle was Hero by Clicking. What he did, I think this was 4 years ago. So this will be the 4th year for him for 100 Days of Gaming. But what he decided to do, he came up with this concept of 100 Days of Gaming, which is playing one game for at least 1 hour every day for 100 consecutive days leading up into National Game Day and the 25 hour marathon. And he did that just to get himself psyched up about Extra Life, get psyched up about the marathon, but also just to be able to play some of these games he would otherwise never have time to play. And And so that's sort of, once he mentioned that to some of us stream teamers and other extra lifers, we're like, hey, that's a great idea. We'll do that too. And so now this is the fourth year of 100 Days of Gaming, and it's really, we've got a ton of participants. So, of course, obviously, I didn't do it the first year because it wasn't really a thing the first year. It was just sort of something Hero by Clicking did. But yeah, we got a lot of people are doing 100 Days of Gaming now. So this is technically day 5, if my math is correct, for 100 Days of Gaming. But because I do start my marathon earlier, I actually start 100 Days of Gaming a day early. So this is day 6 for me. But again, it's something fun to do, something to do for Extra Life, to talk about Extra Life, maybe raise a couple of bucks in the next 100 days doing that. You did midnight to midnight. Yeah, that works. Whatever works for everybody else. Whatever works, for you, for your fundraising efforts, got to do it. If you can't do a 25-hour marathon, break it up. You can do 2 12-hour days, 3 8-hour days. Yes, 3 8-hour days. 4 6-hour days, if my math is correct. But again, you can fundraise, 365 days a year, if you can. So you're doing 100 days of gaming too? Yeah, it's fun. What I'm trying to do this year for 100 days of gaming, like I said, this is my 3rd year doing it. I'm going to do 1 hour. I'm going to do the sort of like the original challenge that Hero by Clicking came up with, which is a different game for 100 consecutive days. So 100 different games over this time period for at least 1 hour. So in the previous 2 years, I sort of repeated games throughout those 100 days, just because based on my available time to stream and stuff like that. It was just easier for me sometimes because I could only stream at one point during the day. And like I said, I do a weekly Stronghold Kingdom stream. So once a week, I would do Stronghold Kingdoms for Extra Life, but also count that as my 100 Days of Gaming day. I just went around in a great big circle here. Where do I want to go? I think I need to get back to... I think I want to get back to... Yeah, let's get back to Sanctum here. So I need to go this way. I need to go this way and get on the main road. So, and over the course of those 2 years, I also, did the same games from, a few of the same games in 2016. I did those games in 2017 again. But this year, like I said, 100 different games this year. And I'm adding the extra challenge that out of these 100 games, they can't be games that I've played in the previous 2 years. So these are going to be 100 completely new and different games for 100 days of gaming. So that's the challenge I set for myself this time around, to have a complete 100 days of gaming playlist that does not repeat any previous games from the previous 2 years. So I sort of have my whole spreadsheet list of games that I have, and I'm working through to make sure that's not the horse I want. That's not the horse I'm looking for. To make sure I stay true to the challenge and can meet that challenge this year. I want to make a right here, right? Yeah, sort of. I can still go straight here. Actually, this might be this little less tricky route in terms of running into bad guys here. Uh-oh. But not running into stairwells. Here we go. But yeah, so, stuff like that. It's just fun little things to do to help promote Extra Life, and at the end of the day, maybe raise some extra money. I lost my horse. It's like I said, when I did those indie games for my mini-thons in 2016 and 2017, obviously I would tweet out, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing these games, and I would tag the developers of the game, saying, hey, up next, Crystal Flux by Gad's Games, and that kind of thing. And so it turned out that in fact it was while playing Crystal Flux, Ryan Gads, who formed Gad's Games, came in and did the chat with me while I was playing the game. It's still in development. It's still like in an early alpha stage that he's developing. But he came in to hang out with me and chat, and he ended up making a donation during that time as well. So, some of the little tips and tricks you can do to help your fundraising efforts. Again, it's just, where am I going? I am nowhere near Sanctum. Oh, I am going the wrong way. I'm back in the way beginners area here. So yeah, all sorts of different things. Again, you don't have to be a streamer. Out of the 50,000 people who do participate, there's only a small percentage of us that actually do stream on a regular basis, if at all. I know there's been some participants who have done like daily blogs for 100 Days of Gaming, in addition to their normal Extra Life Marathon and fundraising efforts. Just, talking about Extra Life, what they're, what game they're playing that day, that type of stuff. So, all sorts of different things that we can do as gamers. God, I guess I'm just going to stay to the main path here. To help ourselves, help our hospital at the end of the day. Hello, Hollow Racer 22591. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to today's stream. Thank you for joining me. All right, so where am I going here? Yeah, I want to go that way. So let's cut across here. Oh, pardon me. We will just ignore aggro here, I think. Oh, we didn't aggro at all either, did we? No, we didn't. Oh, okay. I still got to keep an eye out for... I have no idea where I'm going to find this spirit guide. You got to be kidding me. This is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. In Wayward Thicket. I guess it would help if I found out where Wayward Thicket is to begin with. Overwatch Keep, Sterling Hills, Sunken Marsh, Sterling Hills, Argent Glade, Overwatch Road, Overwatch Keep, Untamed Copse, Treants Grove, Wayward Thicket. So Wayward Thicket is up in this area. Lots of fair distance. Yeah, so this is Wayward Thicket right around this general area here. Hello, Racer 22591. Thank you for the cheer. So at least this is all I can donate. But yes, absolutely. Over the last couple of years, I've done my own little thing. Not as big as 100 Days of Gaming, but I use the hashtag $1 at a time. It's the number $1 at a time, because that's all it takes. I mean, the Children's Miracle Network, right up there. If you're in North America, I'm sure you've at one point seen the CMN balloons in one of your local businesses, where you give $1. You donate $1 and you get to write your name or a message on the business or on the balloon rather, and the business will put the balloon up on the wall somewhere. That's $1 right there, $1 at a time. And through doing that, CMN has raised over $5 billion. Yeah, so one bit helps make a difference. Just like $1 helps make a difference. If somebody donates 50 cents, that helps make a difference. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is $1 or $2 to be able to buy an infant with a mouth deformity a specialized baby bottle that allows that infant to be able to nurse in a more normal manner. Essentially, that $2 saves that child's life, because that child would not otherwise be able to eat or consume the sustenance it needs to survive. And that's all it takes is a bit, 2 bits, $1, $2 at the end of the day to do something like that. I tried. I did not see the pony show. Perhaps you could indicate a spot on my map precisely? I mean, come on now. I would be more than happy to enjoy the pony show if I could find the darn pony show. I have not been able to find the pony show. I'm sorry. We're going to have to. Wow, that's really crazy. Yes, indeed it is. But that's all it takes. Because at the end of the day, $1 from one person. But how many people are out there donating that $1? One of the things I say in addition to my $1 at a time sort of campaign, for 100 days of gaming, I'm doing a stream. I'm streaming this year too is a different thing I'm doing. Last year I sort of did a combination of live streams and just YouTube videos for 100 days of gaming on those days where I couldn't really live stream. This year it's 100 straight days of live streaming, no matter what. For that 1 hour. But the thing I've always said for the last 3 years of 100 days of gaming, if I can just get a $1 donation for each of my 100 days of gaming videos, well, just for 1 year of 100 days of game, that's $100 right there, just $1 at a time. That's $100. If I could get a $1 donation for all the 100 days of gaming videos I have right now, that's $302 because in 2016 I actually did 2 extra videos for 100 days of gaming. That's $302, just $1 at a time. For those, if somebody comes along, watches video, hey, I like this, donate $1 for that video to Extra Life. There you go. I mean, it's as easy as that. So yeah, it's hey, I always say that there's a lot of people I'd like to donate to. There's a lot of things I'd like to be able to do with Extra Life. Hey, there's real life. It doesn't matter how good the economic times might be. Money is always tight. Money is always going to be a worry. There are always things that hey, you got to pay the bills. You got to pay the medical stuff. You got to do this. You got to do that. Every little bit chips away at that paycheck. So at the end of the day, if you can take what you spend on a cup of coffee one day and donate that to a video, to Extra Life, hey, then at the end of the day, that dollar or two that makes a difference. At the end of the day, because there's so many people who are in that same position, and make that $1 donation, and it just bang, it all adds up to $5 billion. I mean, at the end of the day, with Extra Life, whether you can raise $5, $10, $20, it doesn't matter. Last year, we raised over $11 million for Extra Life in one single year. $11 million just through a handful of bucks or bits at a time. That's all it takes. In fact, just this year, just this past. Oh, I'm going to have to kill you. Let me go up here. Driving me nuts now, you are. Yeah, just this year, there were actually 2 events we had for 2018 already for Extra Life that have raised over $1 million right off the bat. And this was at March, so this was 4 months ago that we already had this $1 million in. I think this was in February. There was an event with Players Unknown Battleground in Extra Life, where I guess there were some people and the devs had this marathon go on in February, and that raised $475,000 for Extra Life. And then the following month in March, Extra Life was the charity of choice for the Humble Monthly. So every month, Humble Bundle, if you go to humblebundle.com, it's a really great gaming site, almost sort of like a Steam, but it's basically a place where you can go get games, usually at a discount. But what it does when you make a purchase at humblebundle.com, it gives a portion of that purchase to a charitable organization. Now, when you sign up and then make an account at Humble Bundle, you can actually specify a charity that you want all your purchases, that portion of your purchase to go towards. So obviously, I have mine go towards Extra Life. But every month they have like a bundle of games that you can buy, and you basically pay what you want for this bundle of games. There's certain tiers for this humble monthly. So at the lowest tier, say like if you spend $5, you get this amount of games. If you go up and spend $10, you get 3 or 4 more games thrown into the bundle, and so on and so forth. So there's usually 3 or 4 tiers. So if you pay, and normally the highest tier is only like 15 to 20 bucks, and you get a whole bunch of pretty decent games. Sometimes you can get like 8 to 10 games for just 20 bucks. So that's not bad at all. But each month, this what they call Humble Monthly supports a specific charity. So out of all those Humble Monthlies that are purchased, the entire portion of the proceeds that are donated to charity goes to that one specific charity. So March was dedicated to Extra Life for the Humble Monthly, and that raised $629,000 just through the purchases of those Humble Monthlies by gamers. So just right there, those two events at the beginning of the year, they raised over $1 million for Extra Life. I mean, all told, up to this point, in these 10 years of Extra Life being in existence, we have raised over $40 million as gamers. At this point, I would imagine we're probably closer to like 45, 46 million dollars with everything that's been raised up to this point of the year. So yeah, all good stuff, and it's really amazing to look at. In fact, there's a brief. If you go to Wikipedia and look up Extra Life, there's just a brief little page there that just Extra Life is a charity and this and that, but it lists how many gamers participated and how much was raised each year from 2008 up until last year. And you just look at the participation when it just got started as a little local charity event in Texas, and then the next year it really bang it exploded, and then the year after that it essentially doubled, and the year after that it added $2 more million. So it just is getting bigger and bigger and better and better every year. So yeah, again, it all comes down to just making a dollar donation, a $5 donation. And one of the things I recommend as a participant is that donate to yourself. In fact, I think during the registration process, it even asks, would you like to make a donation? Do it. Donate $1, donate $5 to your hospital, because again, it's one of those things that you sort of works on the psychology, the human psyche. Because one of the things that, if you notice, like if people have tip jars out or donation jars out and stuff, you'll always see money in those jars. Well, sometimes that jar could have been just put out there 30 seconds ago, and what who's ever collecting from that jar or whatever, they'll throw a couple of bucks in there, because it works on the human psyche that if people see that there's already some donations in that jar, they'll be more inclined to actually throw in their own donation. Same thing with tips. If people see a tip jar with tips already in it, they'll be more inclined to throw, maybe a little bigger tip in there. So that's sort of you got to work some of the human psychology out there with your fundraising efforts. Don't donate, donate $5 or $1 or $10, whatever it is that you can afford or want to donate. Through your own page, because then if somebody comes to your page and says, hey, somebody's already donated, they'll be sort of psychologically more inclined to make a donation to your page, to your hospital at that point in time. So yeah, gotta think of all that stuff. So it's so I always recommend donate. Two biggest things you can do as a participant, make a donation to yourself, i.e. to your hospital, and customize your participant page. The more personal you make it, for why the hospital you are supporting, why you're supporting the hospital, why you want to participate in Extra Life, how it helps, and your reasonings for doing it. Again, that just brings more people in, and it will make people more inclined to donate to your cause. So let's see what we got here. We've got a quest to complete here. So let's go ahead and complete this quest. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's get some more Summerfest badges. Thank you. Excellent. Oh, do I have something here too? What's this? Oh yes. Let's go ahead and finish that. Sure, why not? Thank you. All right. So let's see. What's our time there? Yeah, it's yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm flying solo today for Monday night until Wire Junkie comes on tonight because both Trooper, who streams in the slot before me, and Danar, who streams in the slot after me, they couldn't make the stream today, so we obviously are going a little extra time today. I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes anyway because I do have to feed Aaron and Abby some dinner. I'm okay. I could go without eating, but I gotta take care of the kids. I gotta do the daddy thing. So let me see here if there is. I'm sort of want to get up into the thicket here and see if I can't help that wayward animal god. I just want to see if there's anything else. No, that's it except for this guy. All these things we've got to capture, but that I think can wait till next week. I gotta check the dates on how long this will be up and around here. I could have swore there. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Could have swore there was an event list somewhere. You know what? It's under achievements, isn't it? No, I want, here we go. Oh God, this is one of the things I hate about being a casual player in all these MMOs is that, by the time I get back to playing a certain game, I've forgotten completely where anything is in the menus, how to play half the time. Dang it! All right, I'm gonna have to look that up, find out. Well, we'll be back next week if Summerfest is still going on. Let's just put it that way. In the meantime, let's see if we can't get one more thing done today before we go. Where we have to go and eat. Also, Extra Life gives you images and fonts and stuff. I made a pretty neat looking donation incentive menu. Exactly. Right here. If you happen to be a streamer and you're an Extra Life participant, you can use these Extra Life overlays. As a matter of fact, let me flip through some of them here. We've got this one here. So there's a whole bunch of different overlays and stuff like that. And again, there are basically press kits and stuff that you can use that background there that we got there. You can do all sorts of different stuff. It's my multi-cam one here. Special events. We actually have special events here. So this was for Child Health Care Day here for stuff you can use. Let me see. Break slide. Some of this other stuff is actually stream team specific, but like these overlays, these overlays here are open for any participant to use, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff that you can use, press kits and stuff like that, to where you can deck out, images and things like that with the Extra Life logo and that kind of stuff. Of course, obviously, you can't use it for commercial purposes. Because these are all copyrighted and trademarked type things. So as long as you just use them for, say, streaming and non-commercial advertising type things, every participant's more than welcome to use this stuff to help promote themselves and Extra Life. But yeah, all that stuff up. We have a great community here. Which you can reach through the website as well, but here's a shortcut. You go to community. A lot of the stuff, like the press kits and all that stuff, that are available, and there's a lot of Extra Lifers that do their own Extra Life participants that actually do their own things too. There's a little stream. I don't think I have it here. I think it's actually under my own personal scene collection, so I can't show you that because I risk crashing OBS. When I switch scene collections here, but Yeah, it's called Extra Life Helper, which is a neat little tool. It's just like a little banner thing that does like a little countdown that you sort of customize. You can customize it, but it gives a countdown and it tracks your donations. And it has several different. It's almost like an animated GIF in that it has several different you know images that it will also rotate through while you're streaming. So one of those little cool things that you can use as a streamer too for extra life stuff. Yeah, check out the community. There's a lot of good resources as well as a lot of great people. We need to go the other way. That you can use to help with your extra life participation efforts. And another thing I would recommend is joining a guild too. If you have a guild local to you, which I've mentioned during the show, a couple of my guild and going to a couple of guild events. Guilds are a little bit different. They're sort of like teams, only they're not. Um, Guilds are sort of just a local, they're more localized to a specific hospital. Whereas with a team, anybody who's an extra life participant can join any team out there in the world. Guilds are a little bit more specialized. They're more localized. So guilds are formed to help support one hospital, and generally for those people local to that hospital, local to that area, to come together and essentially, do fundraising, of course. But the primary function of a guild is really recruitment. And sort of what we do here on the Extra Life Stream Team, which is get the word out there about Extra Life, talk about Extra Life, promote Extra Life, and also recruit let me point the right way and move the right way, and recruit for Extra Life. Go to www.extra-life.org to sign up and become a participant today. Yeah, so I would recommend joining Guild too, not only because, hey, you get to meet a lot of other like-minded folks in your general area, but you also get to go to a lot of cool events for free, sort of like, Comic Cons and Game Cons and that kind of stuff. So I've been excited that, again, based on real life, I've actually been able to attend a couple of events with my guild this year for the first time in forever. So I went to the Greater Philadelphia Comic Con and Too Many Games, which were both held in Oaks, Pennsylvania this year. And it was just great fun to be there to talk to people about what we do for Extra Life and what Extra Life is, and to get people to sign up, because it's amazing. It still amazes me. It's always amazed me, and to this day, 6 years later, it still amazes me how many gamers don't know about Extra Life yet. Oh, I am going way the wrong way here as I'm talking about Extra Life. Yeah, I need to be right up where that pinata's at, I think. It's amazing that there's still so many people out there who don't know what Extra Life is. And when you explain to them what it is, it's like, oh, wow, this is like the greatest idea ever. So it's sometimes it's kind of easy to get people to sign up. Wayward Thicket. So okay, so right around here is where I really want to be then. Okay. Yep, just volunteered at a pinball convention this past weekend. Nice, yeah. So it's all those kind of perks. It's a perk to be able to go to these Comic Cons and not have to pay an entrance fee. I mean, obviously we're there for business purposes, but if you're there all day, you're obviously, if as long, usually what we try to do as a guild, we have 3 or 4 people, 2 or 3 people, I should say, that will do, blocks of time. So we'll do a couple of people who will do, the morning shift, and then, the evening shift. And so, you always have a few extra people there. You got to take your break. You got to go eat your lunch. So you go out there, you get to wander around and mingle, which is nice, and while you're recruiting for a great cause at the end of the day. So all cool stuff with that. So I encourage everybody, again, donate to yourself, customize your page, and again, if you can, join a team and join your local guild if there's a guild that is local to your. I think that may be it. No, let me see if this is going to work. No. No, it's just an unusual deer. I don't know how I'm gonna find this dang thing here. And it's all the way down here too, isn't it? Oh my god. Alright. I would hope there would have been some clue for this. And I earned my Extra Life Platinum T-shirt to be able. Oh, nice. Yes, yeah. My first. I think the first 3 years I did it, I actually didn't get to earn the shirt until after the marathon was over. I actually ended up raising the $200 plus um, during my marathon. So I wasn't able to wear the T-shirt my first year, but then I wore the first year shirt that I did it for the second marathon, and so on and so forth. But for 2016 and 2017, I was actually lucky enough to where I was able to raise my $200 in time to be able to get the shirt for that year's marathon. So that's nice. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can do it again this year. Unfortunately, I haven't done as much friends and family advertising about it yet this year as I normally do, because a lot of other stuff has been going on for the family this year. That sort of had to take a little bit of precedence, but life is sort of settled down for us now, so it's one of those things where I really got to start to pestering, doing the poking. Hey, remember you donated last year? Time to donate again. Type deal with all the friends and family. So, but nice, yes, in time to be able. Yeah, that's nice to be able to wear it to the event too. Yeah, at the event we actually the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia actually has I Love Chop shirts. I've worn a couple during the Stream Team streams here, or I've worn them a couple of times during the Stream Teams streams here. So it's nice. I'll wear those to the events and stuff. Just to show my specific support to Chop. It's nice. It's got a little eye with a big heart, Chop, which is short for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. But the heart itself is made up of words. I forget. I know there's a term for that. How you make an image with using just words to form the shape and stuff. But for the life of me, I can't remember what what that is. But all sorts of just words that relate to how Chop helps and being beneficial and just good natured thought words type things. So if I think about it, I'll probably end up wearing it next week for my stream next week here. Well, that thing's following me. Wonderful. Oh wow. Let's take a look. This is actually a pretty nice view out here. Let me get up here because this is not a bad view up here. Oh, excuse me. Too much talking today. The throat is drying out and I don't have a drink handy. I tell you, to me, I think I might have mentioned this last week, or it might have been one of my own streams. Some point, it's like I don't care how old a game is. And a lot of these games here, that even some of the older games like Rift and Lord of the Rings Online, stuff like that, they got some spectacular spots where you can get beautiful images here. I mean, it doesn't have to be photorealistic to me. I mean, this obviously isn't photorealistic, but it looks, this looks pretty. This is a perfect. This is a perfect wallpaper, desktop wallpaper right here. That's a perfect shot for that. I should see if I could. There's got to be a way to remove the AI, I think, just to get that cap that screenshot. Oh, look at that, shooting star. Cap that screenshot. But yeah, that's nice. And you know what? This is a good place to end it right here. I think we will stop right here. And we'll pick things up next week. I'll have to do a little bit of research on some of these quests here to make it a little bit better for our stream next week, where I can knock out some of these Control Z for WoW. Oh yeah, the pet too. I should do that. There you are. Ooh, that's real nice. Let's try that. Control Z. Oh, you know what? That's change weapon. Um, I'll have to look that up. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, because we'll stay right here, and yeah, that'll be a nice screenshot we could try to get there anyway. Um, but yeah, so we'll be back next week. Again, I'm assuming Rift because I think the event's still going to be on next week. If not, well, maybe I'll just do Rift anyway, just for the heck of it, just to be able to do the screenshot. But in the meantime, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. It's been a fun couple of hours here hanging out with everybody here today. Again, check out Extra Life at www.extra-life.org. If you're not a participant now, if you can play a game, you can do Extra Life. You don't have to stream. You don't have to raise $10,000, although that would be absolutely wonderful. No, just do what you can. Just raise what you can. Even if the only donation you end the year with is that $5 donation you made when you were signing up to your hospital, then you know what? You really did make a difference in a child's life. You really did something important here. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about us coming together as a gaming community, shedding all the negativity that surrounds us and what we do, and doing something that literally saves kids' lives, literally makes their lives better. Because you never know where that $5 might one day go to literally buying a hypodermic needle that a child desperately needs in a trauma center to save their lives. That $5 donation could buy the medicine or that whatever the oh, what's the word, the whatever portion of the medicine that they need, the milliliters, however many milliliters is in that hypodermic needle, that could be a $5 bit of medicine there that your $5 was able to buy for that child that saves their life in that trauma center. So never underestimate the power of $1. And be sure to check us out again, extralife.org. Have fun playing games for a great cause at the end of the day. And of course, if you do happen to be a streamer, well, you can join us here on the stream team. We would love to have everybody here on the stream team who is a streamer, who enjoys playing games, who enjoys doing Extra Life. So if you are a participant and you are a streamer, there's really the only two qualifications that you need to join the stream team: that you are an active participant in Extra Life, or a current participant for the year, I should say, and you have some ability to be able to stream. You don't, obviously I've been doing streaming for 6 years. I'm still a noob at it. But yeah, so just so you can work out some of the technical stuff, come join us on the stream team. We stream 7 days a week now, Mondays through Sundays or Sundays through Saturdays, however you want to do the week. I know pretty much my hope would be for the stream team. This is my second year actually being on the stream team. My hope would be that we could actually at one day stream 24/7 on this channel, have enough people who are interested in streaming for Extra Life to be able to do it 24/7, have somebody here streaming constantly on this channel. But yeah, check out the application. It has the current schedule of when we have streaming blocks open and stuff like that. If you happen to have a streaming block that you're interested in streaming in here on the stream team, well, you know what? Go ahead and apply for it anyway, because every single one of us on the stream team, we enjoy streaming when we stream, but you know what? Every single one of us is more than willing to go ahead and move to a different slot if it means we can bring somebody new into the team and have somebody else enjoy that slot. So if you want to come here on Mondays and stream from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern time, well then go ahead, sign up, join up, because I am more than willing to take up a different time slot so you can come in here and join us and stream right here, right now. On this slot. I signed up to be a mod. I'm not the best at streaming yet. Hardly any viewers. Well, the number of viewers, you know what? Number of viewers doesn't really matter. But yeah, thanks for you can sign up to be a mod too. If you're not a streamer, you can come in, sign up to be a chat mod, and make sure chat stays under control. Because unfortunately, there are trolls out there even for Extra Life. So it's nice. But yeah. Good, good. Glad you signed up to be a mod. But yeah, if you're not comfortable being a streamer, you can sign up and become a channel mod for Extra Life as well. It's great stuff. But yeah, number of viewers, bah, that doesn't matter. Like I said, I've been streaming for 6 years, and I got like I think I have three regulars I can count on. Taz being one of them in my stream. So yeah, at the end of the day, being a streamer, if you're really serious about streaming and stuff like that, then yeah, you got to sort of work with the numbers. But for me, I do this to have fun. Then if I happen am lucky enough to be entertaining enough to bring people in, and I can eventually reach partnership, then hey, that's great. But I do this for essentially my own fun and entertainment. And if I happen to be fun and entertaining to people out there watching, well then I'm glad I can be so for you. But that's it for us. I've got to go feed the kids before I actually have to take them to the hospital for malnutrition or something. And yeah, that wouldn't be great. But thank you for joining me today, everybody. Unfortunately, Danar could not stream today. But we do have Wire Junkie coming up this evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so less than 4 hours from now. So be sure to come on back if you can during that time and check out Wire Junkie. He did mention in Discord what game he was playing, but I forgot what it is now. He's been streaming it the last couple of weeks, so whatever game it is, if you happen to catch one of his previous streams, well, he's streaming it again tonight. Oh, well, that's us. Thank you, Preebs. You too. Everybody out there, have a good day. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. Again, you can check me out on my own channel as well. Like I said, I stream Stronghold Kingdoms for Extra Life every Friday afternoon. But oh my God, I did it again. See, this is why I have chat timers on my channel. So whenever I need a command, the timer just will eventually fire it off for me. But yeah, I stream all sorts of different games. I'm a variety streamer. I do sort of massively multiplaying on Mondays, which is sort of my MMO games. But I do all sorts of different stuff. Competitive co-op. I'll do like Atlas Reactor, Heroes of the Storm, Rocket League throughout on certain days. My single player Saturdays where I'll play games like City Skylines, Transport Fever. I do some retro games like Sim City, Zoo Tycoon, that kind of stuff. So essentially at the end of the day, whatever suits my fancy, whatever I feel like having fun playing with, this stuff we play with, because it's fun. It's interesting to go back to the old school games as well, and just have fun with a whole bunch of different games, because there's a lot of good games out there. In the meantime, that's it for me. I've gone on long enough. Must go eat. Everybody have a good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, as the case may be, for wherever you are in the world. Be sure to check out Extra Life. Over 50,000 gamers last year, representing 97 different countries. If you're not signed up yet, doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you are one of those scientists in Antarctica, I'm sure you guys got a card game or something. You got a deck of cards. You can sign up and become an Extra Life participant and help a child somewhere out there in one of these Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So come on, check us out. We've got good feels, and that's even better than cookies sometimes. Anyway, thanks everybody. Thanks again, Preeb, and everybody else who joined me today. I'll catch you everybody. I'll catch you everybody next week as well. Thanks everybody. Until next time, it's PJ Waller saying I will see you in game.